This operation saved a local teenager's life, but this story is not just about the boy who was saved, it's also about the girl who died and donated that heart.
Well, their families have come together to create a very special bond, and as Fox 13's Lloyd Sowers shows us, their connection is a heart of gold.
Amanda's heart shined through from the beginning.
She was a blast. She was a blast. We called her Amanda Panda Bear.
Garrett wasn't so lucky. He was born with a bad heart. Growing up 40 miles apart, they never knew one another, or that Amanda's heart would save Garrett's life.
What she left was an absolute gift to live life and to love life, and that's what she gave to Garrett.
Garrett received Amanda's heart in a transplant. His life was saved when hers ended in a car crash.
There's no doubt in my mind that God was, that's an intervention that says, well, this is tragic and awful, unspeakable. However, I can at least bring something miraculous from the tragedy.
Garrett was in the hospital. He'd been waiting for 6 months in desperate need of a new heart.
And that Friday evening, his heart started to go into irregular rhythms to the point where I was called from the Ronald McDonald House that I needed to get down to the hospital.
At the same time, Amanda was driving to Tallahassee. She loved working with kids. Her dream was to be a special ed teacher. Suddenly, there was an accident ahead. She swerved to avoid it, hit a tree, and died. Amanda's family and her friends at Plant High School were devastated.
Everyone just loved her, and she was just an incredible person.
They said she had a heart of gold, and as an organ donor, her final gift came just in time for Garrett.
It was almost like a split screen TV. If you could see Amanda's story and that weekend that things were going on with Garrett, Garrett was failing.
I got the news at 3:23 in the morning. I noticed all my nurses were looking at each other, saying, does he know, does he know?
The doctor texted, "The heart is here, transplant started." A medical miracle? Yes. But for the recipient, both joy and at times guilt.
Of course you feel excited. You feel excited, and at the same time, there's a huge price with that. A very big price for that.
Transplants are most often anonymous, but with Amanda and Garrett, both from the Tampa Bay area, the families saw news reports of both the crash in Tallahassee and the transplant in Gainesville.
The time frame, when they said it was a perfect match, and I just knew that was her. Just knew.
Now, Amanda's dad keeps a close connection with her heart through Garrett. They've gone to games and concerts together, on a helicopter ride. They even went to see FSU, where Amanda was headed.
It was a hard time when I brought Garrett up to the Florida State game. I had to drive by the accident scene. I don't like that drive.
It was Amanda's sister Jessica who first contacted Garrett on social media. Both families came together to talk about the heart they share.
How do you begin to tell another mom, thank you? How do you even get the words out?
Unable to wrap their minds around it, they found the heart was the key.
When we met that first day, this beautiful young man brought a stethoscope so that I might listen to his heart.
She listened to Amanda's heart.
With her eyes closed in that photograph, it was just, you could just feel that love was just as evident there today, and more so, that love for her child.
They've told Garrett he's worthy.
And I mean that from the bottom of my heart today. I could not have handpicked a better recipient than you.
Amanda's heart has a home in the life that she saved. Lloyd Sowers, Fox 13 News.
Those families are so strong.
We certainly want them to know we're thinking about them, both of them. And what in the face of such tragedy, there can be inspiration.
Absolutely.
And we see that, and that message will carry on for many years, too.
Yeah, just focus on how they're living their lives now. Very strong.
Yeah. After the transplant, Garrett did crave some chocolate milk, and apparently he never liked it before, but that was also Amanda's favorite drink.
Isn't that amazing how things work?
Yeah.